Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I will be doing a mid-year reset for my sinking funds. So if you are new here, my name is Ange. I do cash stuffing, budgeting, and savings videos. So if that's the type of content that you like, then keep on watching. So in some of my previous videos, I did mention that I was thinking of doing a mid-year reset, and what better way to do that than the beginning of July? So I haven't done any cash stuffings for July, so I think it's a good opportunity to kind of reevaluate my envelopes and take out some of the money that's in there that I don't anticipate using in the near future, and setting it aside so I can put it into investments. One of the big reasons is because I do not like having too much money on hand at my house. And another reason is because I am doing more cash stuffing. So the amounts in each envelope just starts piling up a lot quicker than it has been in the past. So I just want to downsize a little bit on the amounts that's in my envelope. That way, I guess as I continue to save, it seems like I'm putting my money to better use, because me and my husband, we do like to make our money work for us. And how we do that is we invest our money in a brokerage account, and we either invest in individual stocks or in ETFs, or the index fund, which is basically what ETFs are. So they're like a pre-selected set of funds that our brokerage manages for us, and we just continually invest in it. So every paycheck, we usually set aside a bit for savings, and that's kind of where it goes. And we like to dollar cost average because we don't know what the market's going to look like. We can't predict the market. So we like to put in a little bit every day, so we can either, well, not every day, but every week, so we can either catch it at its low or sometimes at its high. But our goal in the end is hope that it's going to go up, because that's kind of how the market has done in the past forever. How long, I don't know, maybe 100 years or so, it's always gone up. So our goal is to put money into our brokerage funds, so it's kind of supplemental income for us when we do decide to retire. So yeah, that kind of explains it a little bit, but let me get started. First off, I do want to say that I did create some new tags. I did have an order placed in Temu, and unfortunately I didn't get to record it because when I did receive my package, it was late at night and I was too excited to open it up, so I didn't end up filming. But one of the things that I did order were these vellum papers. So they have like little designs and prints on them. They're cut out, I think the length or the height of it is 6 inches, and then I just trimmed off a little bit so they would fit into my envelopes. And earlier this year I did create envelopes where I can they're just clear envelopes, and I would take out the tag so I can switch it out, because I'm kind of getting bored of them and I like to try new things. And this is one of the things that when it did come in, I thought it was really cute. I thought it was like really nice how they had the design in the back. So I tested out a few of them to see how the writing on it goes, and I ended up writing on the back side of it because these motifs that they have are printed and a little bit lifted, so when I do write on it, the writing is a little bit strange. So I just flipped them over and wrote on the back because it's completely flat. So I did that. So what I'm gonna do right now is switch out my old ones with these new ones, and I will quickly do that for you before I kind of go through each sinking fund to see what I'm gonna keep and take out. So let me quickly do this for you. And none of my sinking funds have changed. I may have worded a little bit different. So Little M's fund is no longer Little M's, just M's fund. So yeah. But aside from that, I am keeping all of my sinking funds since I do feel like they are envelopes that we will and we have been taking from. It's just some of the funds have not moved very much, and like moved very much in the sense that we've withdrawn anything from it, so it's just moved upward in the amount that we have in them. Okay. So let me know what you guys think about these. I was also thinking of laminating them and then putting them in, but honestly, it would have taken just too much work, and I don't even know how laminated placeholders would feel in here, if it would be too bulky or not. But yeah, I mean, it fits nicely, I feel like, so I think it looks nice. Okay, we'll set these aside. And that was one of the reasons why I had created clear envelopes, because just so I could change it up, I wanted to kind of change up my designs ever so often. And since I'm doing a little bit of a reset, I felt like it was a good time to switch it up. And I really like minimalistic type designs, if you haven't noticed already. So I thought that this was a nice change. And these actually, I'm not sure if it's going to make it more challenging later on when I do actually end up cash stuffing and taking out from the envelope, because I know when I had first started these type of envelopes, I was struggling with taking these out at the same time as taking out the cash, but then there was this space that kind of helped me along the way after I got used to it. But then now I didn't cut the space on it, and I just kept it for the entire length. So hopefully it won't be too much of a disruption when I do take out and put in my cash when I am counting it. So all right, I am almost done. If you are wondering, I do sometimes practice a little bit of my writing. I am a doodler, so I think writing is one of the things that I get from doodling, because it's easy to write little sentences and everything and stuff. So I didn't create any for my travels since they are already pre-made like this, but the only one that I did do was a miscellaneous, which I have been telling myself for a long time that I needed to create. So I wasn't just stuffing into a blank envelope. All right, so that does it here. So I switched them all out. What I'm gonna do, so with my annual sinking funds, I am keeping them as is, because obviously they are a set amount that I pay each year. So nothing changes from my annual sinking funds. And I will start with my car maintenance. So I did mention that one of my check or service lights did come on for one of my cars. So I think what I am going to do is, my husband did not schedule time for our car maintenance, but I think we will end up doing it this month. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep the $1,000 in, but I'm gonna take out this $62. I'm gonna take out the $62 because I don't think we will need that much for our car maintenance. And then obviously I will continue to accumulate for our car maintenance. So that should be able to solve what we have. Little M and little A's fund, I'm thinking of actually keeping their amount. I have a thought back and forth about whether or not I want them to create their own envelopes. And I think I will do that, but likely won't be anything that gets filmed online, just because they are really young and still learning to count their cash. So I'm not sure if that's something that you guys really want to watch, but once it reaches a certain amount, I'm thinking in the $500 range. I mean, little A's fund is already surpassed the $500. I am going to give it to them, and their envelope will reset on my end, but I will give it to them to cash stuff in their own little envelope. So they kind of set aside certain amounts for whatever they want to spend on. So it kind of kickstarts their journey into budgeting. All right, so hubby fund, right now he has 300 and 19. So I'll leave 300 in there, and I will just take out the small bills for now. So I think if I continue doing it this way, I may accumulate quite a bit for us to be able to invest. For me, I will keep it the 500, and I will just reset again. Well, not really reset, but you know, I'm gonna start with just the 500, which I'm actually proud of for myself, because I usually never reach the 500. I always spend my fund before it reaches 500. Okay, for a special occasion, we do not have any occasions that we need to save for in the near future. We do have a wedding coming up in October, which I feel like we have a significant amount of time that we can save for. So I am actually going to take the 500 from the special occasion and just keep 200 in here. And I think that should be good for us right now. And someone did ask about why I don't just keep placeholders in here and keep the amounts in my sinking funds. And one of the reasons why is obviously because I did explain that I am going to take whatever I'm taking out and put it straight into investments. So that's not money that we are planning to take out in the near future. It's really just for it to grow for our future. And then I kind of just want to work toward saving more money so I can spend out of these sinking funds, because I am the type of person to see the amount of money in here. Well, me and I want to say more my husband, not so much me. I am the saver in the family. He is kind of the spender. So what we've been doing is purposely putting money aside into investments so we don't spend it. So if like we see a certain amount in, say, the sinking fund or in our bank account, and we see that it's kind of just sitting there, then it gives us incentive to spend it on something. So if we see something on sale, we're like, hey, we have this amount of money in our sinking fund or in our bank account, I can afford it, let me go get it. But I don't want us to feel that way, especially for things that we don't need, because I think it triggers the buying of things that we don't need. Okay, holidays, July 4th just happened, and we did spend quite a bit because we did some hosting during the holidays. So I will leave the 500 in there, and then I am going to take out the rest. So it's just going to go into our investments. So we have 500 for our holidays. Christmas cash, this is one that I will leave because we are saving for Christmas purposely for this, and I think we're at a good pace right now. The goal is to save $1,000, and we are almost halfway there, so we'll leave that there. Family time, we have almost $500 in here, so I think I will leave $200, and we'll just start adding to that. Okay. All right. So when I do my monthly closeout, it's gonna look a little different because my starting fund is gonna be completely different from what it ended at in June. Okay, Costco, we always spend from our Costco, so I think we actually don't even really have all that much in here, so we'll leave that as is. Amazon, so Amazon Prime is coming up, so I am going to keep the 500 in there, and then the rest I will take it to the bank. Target, I think maybe is the same. We actually don't really spend from Target all that often, so I will just leave 100 in there, and I think we can take the rest to the bank. And I think now that July 4th is over, they usually have summer sales around this time, like for clothes and maybe other summer things that you need around the house, or you don't really need around the house, but you know, when you see something on sale. I remember one time my friend was visiting out of town and we wanted to go to Target just to see the sale section for summer, and we ended up getting like 50-cent sunglasses, and I don't think, because we were thinking, oh, we'll use it for July 4th because they had like the American flag on it, and I don't think I ended up picking them up again. I'm not sure where they went. I think it got lost somewhere. I don't even remember, but okay, beauty, I will keep the 500 there and then put the rest in the bank. Or should I do the opposite? No, I will keep the 500 there. I usually save this for my Sephora sale, and the next one coming up is, I believe, November, December timeframe. So I will get a hair tool, hairstyling tool is what I'm looking for that. All right, swag, we did spend quite a bit from swag, but we have, I'll leave the 300 in there because I feel like we may end up buying something. So 300 I think in swag would be good. Recently we've been spending quite a bit on there. It's like I said, when we know we have the money, we just end up spending it. Gifts and giving. So this one I actually haven't taken much out from here, and I think the reason is because when we do end up getting gifts, we may get it from Amazon or Target or Costco, and we are basically just taking it out of these funds. So I do still want to leave something in here just in case we don't purchase from somewhere like Amazon, Target, or Costco. So I'm gonna leave $200 here for gifts and giving, and we'll just put in the rest. Because you never know when a birthday comes up. So, okay. So my sinking funds, or my envelopes, are becoming even more depleted, but I think it works out because I haven't gone to the bank yet to deposit my monthly closeout. So once I have all of this, we can put it all in the bank together and it won't be all that crazy. Okay, new home. I'm not actually, I don't even know why I'm looking in here. It's gonna stay the same because that's what we're saving for. Anything that I save from this fund goes into a high interest savings account, so it is generating interest. We have, I believe, a 4 point something interest rate for our savings account. And then same with new car, same with our month ahead. Summer break. I'm not sure about summer break actually. I feel like if I just leave, so I'm thinking this is for this summer. And we do have a lot of their camp covered already. We did plan something for the summer. So I think leaving the $1,000 in there right now would be good to cover this summer. But for winter break, I will leave everything as is because we haven't decided what we're going to do for winter yet. All right. And then Last for our travel, so airfare, we ended up not having to purchase any airfare for our trip, our Hawaii trip. We spent like less than 50 bucks on that. So that's all the vacation that we have planned for this year. Whatever we're saving for will be for the following year. So I think we will leave $1,000 in here, and then the rest will go to the bank, because I think we will have quite a bit of time to accumulate for even an international trip for that. Okay, accommodation I will leave as is because we still need to book our accommodation for Hawaii. Transportation I will also leave. Actually, most of these I'm going to leave. Food and eats I will leave. Activities. Emergency is the only one I haven't spent from, so I think I'm going to start from scratch for my emergency. I mean, knock on wood, hopefully there are not going to be any emergencies, but I think we will be good there if we just start from the beginning. And then miscellaneous, we spend quite a bit from this fund because it kind of covers everything that's not covered in all of this stuff. So it's kind of more like, for souvenirs is what I was originally thinking it would cover, but I think we will keep that as is. So that kind of does my little reset. I don't even know if we really call it a reset, but kind of just taking out excess money in my sinking funds, so I don't end up spending on something I don't need. Okay, so what we will be taking to the bank, so 1,000, 500, 2,000, 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3,000, 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600. So that's, let's get our calculator. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff going on. You guys see that? Okay, so that's, I forgot, 3,600, was it? 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Plus the 600, and then the 50s, 50, 100, 52, 53, 50, plus 350. And then 20s, 20s, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Yes, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 220, plus 220. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, plus 60. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, plus 35, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, plus 20. Oh, I didn't even realize I had so many ones. So I will be taking $4,285, and that is going straight to my investments. And yeah, so that does it for my video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd love it if you would hit that like button, subscribe down below, hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload more cash stuffing videos. Bye everyone.